Hey everybody, these are the instructions for web page design for Friday, April 24th. We're going to continue working on the step-by-steps. We left off on page 394, so we're going to continue working on that for chapter 5 in Dreamweaver. So let's go ahead and switch over to Dreamweaver. Okay, we had just created the Antioch check page from the template that we created. And we left off, we had just edited the first editable region where it says Spotlight On, and we had replaced that with Antioch Check National Monument. Okay. Now we're going to select where it says add short description of the monument. And on step 3 on page 394, it has the short description. So that's what you are going to be typing. Okay, so, oops, I thought I spelled something incorrectly. PSE, there we go. Okay, so we have our short description in. Now I'm on page 395, and we're going to add rows to the monument images page. Okay, so we're going to go to, this is our monument images table. Okay, and we're going to click in the left side of the monument images table. Okay, remember that's what this is called. That's what we named it. And we're going to, you're going to click inside that cell, and then you're going to go to modify on your menu bar. You're going to point to table, and then you're going to point to insert rows. I'm sorry, insert rows or columns. Okay. And then you should have that insert rows or columns dialog box pop up. And I'm now on page 396, and we're going to double click the number of rows, and we're going to type 2, and then we're going to click OK. All right, so now we've added 2 rows, and now we're going to add some images into our table, and I'm now on page 397. All right, so we're going to click the title bar on the property inspector. Okay, make sure to collapse it. If you don't do that, it's okay. I like to leave mine open just because it's easier for me to teach. But if you want to collapse it, what you can do is you can go over here and you can just hit this button here, and it will close it. And then you can also, I'm sorry, down here. Okay, you can minimize it that way as well. Okay. All right. Then what we want to do is we want to take a look at the Assets tab. And you want to select the text in row 1, column 1. Okay, I'm just triple clicking it. And I'm going to go back to my pictures. And then we're going to delete that text that we just selected. Just hit the delete key. All right, then we're going to go up to the insert bar, and we're going to go to the layout tab. And then we're going to click the expanded button. Okay. And then you can go ahead and click OK there when you get that message. Okay, and we're going to go back to the assets panel, and we're going to drag the Antioch 01 JPEG over. So here's the picture. We're going to drag that over into our table. We're going to click to the right of the image. And now I'm on page 398. And we're going to just put a soft return in. So you're going to hold down your shift key and hit enter. And you're going to type Smoky Morning underneath the picture. It's just giving it a description. All right, now we're going to, if you click on the tab key, it automatically brings you into row 1, column 2. And now you should be in that cell that has the image placeholder. You're going to hit the delete key, and now I'm on the top of page 399. And then what we're going to do is we're going to drag the Antioch 02 picture in. Okay. Then we're going to click to the right of that image, and I'm going to collapse this for a minute. I'm going to click to the right of this image, and I'm going to hit Shift Enter to go underneath my picture. And I'm going to name this Riverside. That's the description. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add the 4 other images to the table. Okay. So we are going to go to row 2, column 1. So I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to open up my assets panel again. In that, I'm going to put the Antioch 3 JPEG. We're going to click to the right of the image in that cell. We're going to hit Shift Enter, and we are going to just put salmon fishing as that description. Then we're going to hit the tab key to go over to row 2, column 2. And we're going to bring in the Antioch 4 picture. Okay, I'm going to collapse my panel so I can click to the right of my picture, and I'm going to hit Shift Enter. And then this one we are going to label River Cabin. Okay, then we're going to go to row 3, column 1. I'm going to open up my assets panel, and I'm going to drag Antioch 05 into that cell. I'm going to click to the right of that, and I'm going to hit Shift Enter, and we're going to label that Brown Bear. Hit the tab key, and then we're going to go to row 3, column 2, and we're going to bring in Antioch 06. I'm going to collapse my asset panel. I'm going to click to the right of the picture and hit Shift Enter, and I'm going to label this Caldera. Okay. So I've got all my pictures in that table. All right, now we need to put our alt text in for each of these pictures. So I'm going to go back up to the top. I'm going to click on Smoky Morning, and I'm going to go into the property inspector, and in the alt text, and I'm on page 400, you're going to type Antioch check Smoky Morning. Okay, then I'm going to click on Riverside, and my alt text for Riverside is Antioch check Riverside. I'm going to click on salmon fishing, and the alt text is Antioch check salmon, and hit the enter key. I'm going to click on river cabin, and the alt text is Antioch check river cabin. I'm going to click on the brown bear, and my alt text is Antioch check brown bear. And I'm going to click on the Caldera, and my alt text is Antioch check Caldera. Okay. All right, now I'm on page 401. Okay, we've completed that first table. Now we're going to go down to the second table, which is the links table. And I am on page 401. We're going to select the text in row 1, column 1. And then we're going to delete that. And we're going to type the word home. And in the property inspector, we're going to go down to the property inspector. We're going to click inside the link box. Make sure over here you're in HTML, not CSS. Click in the link box, and then you're going to type index.htm to get you back to the index page for that link. And then click anywhere to deselect that. Okay, so I'm going to do that again because it looks like there we go. You have to highlight the word home, go into your link, and then type index.htm. There we go. Okay. And then we have our first link. And then I'm going to switch to page 402. I'm going to click in the right cell. And then I'm going to type Aniak Check National Monument. And I'm going to select that text. I'm going to click in the link box. And I'm going to type http://www.nps.gov/ANIA/index. And then you're going to click the target drop-down arrow, and we're going to choose blank. Okay. And what that does when you put blank in there, excuse me, it makes the whatever link you're clicking on, it'll open up in a new tab instead of replacing what you currently have in that tab. All right, so then we're going to go back into standard mode. And then we're going to scroll to the top of the page. We're going to select the Smoky Morning picture. We're going to go down to the border here, and we're going to add a border of 4. Okay. And then we're going to press the tab key. Oops, I'm sorry. Go ahead and click on Riverside. And then we're going to put a 4-pixel border on that as well. And hit tab again. And it's just going to bring you through each picture. And we're going to add a 4-pixel border to each of those. Okay. And the brown bear. And the caldera. Oops. What did I just do? There we go. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have to resize each of our images. So I'm going to have to stop here because we're going to have to go back and resize all of our images. We'll do that on Monday because I left off on page 403 and I'm about out of time on my 15 minutes. But basically what it's telling us to do is resize each of our pictures so they're all the same size to a width of 375 and a height of 285. So you guys can actually do that on your own and then go ahead and save it. And then after that, we'll pick up tomorrow or Monday, we just have to add a link on page 404 and we'll be done with the chapter. Have a great day.